Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis. So, I always like to do the what's coming up sneak peek type previews. So, there's a strong rumor out there, backed up by some photos, that finally Civ gear may be coming to an end. So, what we mean by Civ gear is when you go into the cake and you purchase stuff, you get all sorts of civilization equipment. So my partner here was a good man to me and he got every single piece of Civ gear imaginable, but he did stop the coining. And right here, no bourbon gear. This was a surprise set that came out. And honestly, this was the one that for me, the thing that kind of set me off into don't coin anymore, the thing that really turned me off the new Evony style was the Tyche's Wheel and Astrolube event. Once it became apparent that this Civ gear was never going to become free and drop from bosses, or it was going to become like a year and a half to get one piece. Because I sort of planned it out. I was like, okay, Tyche's Wheel, I'm going to participate every 2 times. That should be enough to get one of the gears. I could select which ones I want. Or maybe I got to coin a little bit, like $50, $100. Okay, that's fine. But once it became apparent that the price of Tyche's Wheel to get that second piece was going to be a full cake, $2 grand, I was like, I'm out. And then they introduced the Astrolube event, and it wasn't even free. You didn't even get one spin for free. So at that point, for me, it was like, I'm out. And I guess for the partner Don here, for him, the turning point where he and I finally talked and said, why don't we just play together, was the bourbon gear. He's like, this doesn't end. Like, I'm spending how many thousands of dollars a month doing full cake and more, buying other packs like heal packs and speed packs. This is a guy who had no alternate cities and has, you know, an amazing account. So that's where I came in, gave him some advice, told him get alts, you know, all the stuff Sing saying, stop coining, get alts. Now I have some images that appear that it might finally be over. So let's take a look at this. So I'll show you an image of the cake. This is the cake on this event. And you could see at the very end here, you get the boots, right? The bourbon boots. And there's a staff, hospital staff up above on cake 8. Wow, how annoying is that? That was also like the nail in the coffin for me. Once they moved the first Civ gear from cake 3 to cake 5, I actually made up a new level, made cake 4, just to make us pay an extra $100 per event for a piece of gear. That was it for me. But anyways, it looks like the next event, when this bourbon gear is finally over, let me just verify that all the pieces are released. So yeah, so this is the final 6 pieces. Bourbon's been out for 3 events now. It's looking like Evony's going to be releasing the option for the player to pick one gear, the 30 fragments, and they get to choose. So you get this chest, and just like Layden or the Coochie Dragon or Amaterasu, the All-Star Dragons, you get the egg, and then you get the option to pick which one. You're going to get the option to pick which Civ gear you want, which is awesome for, you know, like there's servers that opened up late and, you know, they might not have some of the most important stuff. They might not have this ring. They might not have the bracers for Siege Extension, or just someone who joined late, right? Like I know people who, you know, took over someone's account on C1, and they took over the week after this event, and then they don't have this piece of gear. So it's awesome for them. And this is the sort of thing that I want Evony to do. Just be straight up and like let people select things, right? We shouldn't get all these things in a bundle. Like I'm buying cable TV. And it's like, oh, you want these 2 channels? Well, pay for these 10 garbage ones as well. And that's kind of what Evony does with their random chests, or you buy the full cake and you get one piece of gear you don't really want. Now, I never got images of the lower tier, so I don't know if you also get to choose there, but that would be pretty cool if all the gears were labeled out. These are the low level ones. You can pick one of these 20 low level ones. You get the high one. You can pick one of these 20 high level Civ gears. So not sure if that's the exact number or not, but wanted to give you guys this update. So, you know, hey, maybe you don't want a full cake this time. You don't want that gear. Maybe you're going to wait till next time and you can get it. So that's something that's cool going into the future. You don't have to worry and be like, oh, I'm going to miss out on this one. I'm going to be late on my mortgage payment because I need this piece of Civ gear. Well, pay your mortgage and next month maybe get the gear and choose whichever one you want. But this is in Chinese. Maybe one of the Chinese viewers can read this for me. But I was told this means you can select 30 fragments of any Civ gear you want from this chest. But maybe we got some translators out there, hopefully better than the ones that Evony provides for us in customer service. Anyways, let me know in the comments if you can translate that. Have you seen this on your server? Hopefully it's coming. Are you happy about it next event? Anyways, I guess people who don't coin, this really doesn't impact. And most of my viewers probably don't coin the full cake. So I guess the rest of us are just like, great, the big coiners get to select whatever they want. They get those bracers they missed out on. They could smash me even more. Anyways, Genghis, like, subscribe, leave a comment.